My daughter-in-law just made the biggest mistake of her life. An hour ago I received a text. I borrowed your old ring for the party, Grandma. Hope you don't mind. I replied with a smile. Have fun, dear. But right after I called my lawyer. File a report for the theft of inventory item 847. A $3 million pink diamond ring. Within the hour, police raided the elegant charity gala where Cynthia was flaunting what she thought was a worthless trinket. If you're watching this, subscribe and tell me where you're from, because this story will leave you speechless. I'm Dolores, 71 years old. For 10 years I've been the invisible mother-in-law, treated like a burden in my own home. Cynthia married my son Louis a decade ago and turned me into her personal maid. Dolores, make coffee. Iron my dress. Don't make noise. At dinners she'd say, Louis, your mother should move to a retirement home. My son would mumble weakly in defense, but her poison slowly changed him. She dreamed of gutting my garden, cultivated with my late husband Mario for 40 years, into her entertainment space. I endured humiliations, eating in the kitchen during parties, hiding in my room, crying alone as she mocked my cheap jewelry. What Cynthia didn't know. Mario left me a $15 million secret collection of art and jewels, hidden in a safe. That old ring was a 5-carat pink diamond masterpiece. She snooped, took it without asking, assuming I was too insignificant for valuables. That text was the last straw after years of contempt. I activated Mario's protocol. Report as theft. Police stormed her gala, handcuffing her amid horrified guests. But that's just the start. Investigations revealed she'd been stealing from me for years, funding her luxury life. And worse, she ran a criminal ring from my home. Revenge? Sweeter than imagined. Story. My name is Dolores, 71, and for a decade I've been the ghost in my own home. Cynthia married my son Louis 10 years ago and declared war on my existence. The house Mario and I built over 40 years became her kingdom. She glided in red and green gowns, jewels flashing, and barked orders. Dolores, coffee. Iron my dress. Quiet, my head hurts. At dinner she'd sigh. Louis, your mother needs a retirement home. This place is too big for her. Louis would mumble, Mom's fine. But I saw the poison working. He began to see me as luggage. She plotted to gut my living room into her office, rip out the garden Mario and I planted for her entertainment area. Guests arrived. I was introduced as Louis's mother, never the owner. During her parties I hid upstairs. Old people make others uncomfortable. Nights I cried, erased in my own hallway. No one knew Mario had left me a $15 million secret. Art, antiques, jewelry locked in a safe behind a bedroom painting. He trusted my silence. Among the treasures, a 5-carat pink diamond ring, 1920 French masterpiece, item 847, insured for $3 million. Cynthia's charity gala neared. She pouted over catalogs, whining no accessory matched her golden dress. That morning while I watered roses she slipped into my room. I watched from the garden door as she opened my modest jewelry box, lifted the pink ring, held it to the light and smirked, convinced it was costume junk. She pocketed it. An hour later her text. Borrowed your old ring for the party, Grandma. Hope you don't mind. No question, just possession. 10 years of slights, mocking my pathetic clothes, my ugly antiques. My age exploded inside me. I typed, have fun, dear. Then dialed Frank Miller, Mario's lawyer, keeper of our secrets. Frank, activate the protocol. Cynthia stole item 847. A beat of silence, then his low chuckle. You sure, Dolores? No rewind. Positive. Frank had every piece cataloged, appraised, insured. The ring was registered bait. He called the insurer. Police got a warrant. Within 60 minutes, sirens cut through the gala's string quartet. Cynthia stood center stage, wrist raised to admire her ring, when officers cuffed her in front of horrified society. Phones flashed. The video went viral before dessert. Louis rang frantic. Mom, mistake. They say $3 million. No mistake, son. Your wife took without asking. From your father's hidden legacy. He begged, I refused. 10 years of humiliation earned this moment. Frank arrived with Patrick, private investigator. 6 months earlier I'd mentioned misplaced trinkets. Frank dug. Cynthia had pawned 12 pieces. $45,000 total. Over 2 years lying about origins on tape. Her lavish dresses, spas, trips? Paid with my forgotten heirlooms. She'd photographed the entire collection, planning a $200,000 haul, calling me senile in recorded calls. At the hotel, Cynthia sat handcuffed, mascara rivers, golden dress wrinkled. Louis shouted, "Fix this." I handed him the folder. Certificates, receipts, pawn footage. His world cracked. Detective Garcia asked, "Press charges." Every count. Today's ring, 2 years of thefts. The criminal ring she ran from my basement. FBI took over. Secret room. 50 stolen antiques from 12 families, $2 million total. Cynthia scouted galas, sold layouts to thieves. She'd researched declaring me incompetent to seize everything upon my death. Louis divorced her. I launched Dolores' Wisdom, TV show foundation, saving thousands of elders from similar traps. Cynthia got 12 years. My garden blooms, Louis makes coffee. A new daughter-in-law calls me matriarch. The invisible woman found her voice, and the world listens. Frank, activate the protocol. Cynthia stole item 847. A heartbeat of silence, then Frank's low laugh. You sure, Dolores? No rewind. Dead sure. Frank had every piece catalog, certificates, appraisals, insurance. The pink diamond was registered bait. He phoned the insurer. Police secured a warrant. 60 minutes later, sirens shredded the Gala string quartet. Cynthia stood center stage, wrist raised to admire her ring when officers cuffed her. Phones flashed. High society wife in handcuffs went viral before dessert. Louis rang, voice cracking. Mom, mistake. They say $3 million. No mistake. She took without asking, from Dad's hidden legacy. What legacy? Dad had nothing like that. Call them off. Louis, you don't know everything. She faces consequences. She's crying, reputation ruined. 10 years I endured humiliation while you watched. Silence. Frank arrived with Patrick, private detective. 6 months earlier I'd mentioned misplaced trinkets. Frank dug. Cynthia had pawned 12 pieces over 2 years. $45,000 total. Pawnshop tapes. Her lying, claiming grandma's heirlooms or medical emergencies. Her phone held photos of my entire collection. Her spending matched $30,000 on gowns, spas, trips. All funded by the useless old woman. Worse, she'd consulted appraiser Mark, plotting $200,000 in paintings. Recorded call. The old lady's senile, won't notice half gone. She'd convinced Louis my forgetfulness was dementia. Detective Garcia rang. Cynthia claims permission. I sent the text. Borrowed your old ring. Hope you don't mind. No permission. Theft. At the Plaza Hotel. Cruisers, reporters, whispering guests. Cynthia sat handcuffed, mascara rivers, golden dress rumpled. Louis stormed over. Mom, fix this. Her life's ruined. She stole $3 million. Frank thrust the folder, certificates, receipts. Louis's face drained as Patrick revealed pawn photos, recordings. She's stolen for years. Garcia asked, press charges. Every count. Today's ring, 2 years of thefts. The criminal ring she ran from my basement. Cynthia wailed. Misunderstanding. I always respected you. Respect. I stepped close. Eating in kitchens? Stealing while calling me senile. Evidence flashed. She crumbled. Small pieces, thought you forgot. Louis, horrified. You did this? Made me think Mom was losing it. Patrick revealed more. Cynthia researched wills, planned to declare me incompetent, institutionalize me for the inheritance. Emails pressed the retirement home idea. Easier to seize everything. FBI took over. Basement secret room. 50 stolen antiques from 12 families, $2 million total. Cynthia scouted galas, sold layouts to thieves. She'd built a network from my home. Louis divorced her. I launched Dolores' Wisdom, TV show foundation, saving thousands. Cynthia got 12 years. My garden blooms, Louis makes coffee. A new daughter-in-law calls me matriarch. The invisible woman found her voice, and the world listens. The nightmare began when the FBI raided my home at dawn. Cynthia, my son's wife, had transformed our basement into a secret vault. Over 50 stolen antiques, jewels, and artworks from elite families, worth $2 million. She scouted at galas, snapping photos of security systems and priceless pieces, then sold the intel to a cross-state theft ring. Sophisticated operations. Timed heists during events, fences in multiple cities. My son Louis was cleared. He knew nothing, blindsided like me. Evidence piled up. Wiretaps, recovered items, accomplice testimonies. Cynthia offered a plea, full network details for leniency, but prosecutors had enough. She drew 12 years plus restitution. Louis divorced her immediately. Marrying her was my biggest mistake, he confessed, eyes hollow. I chose her over you, Mom. Never again. We rebuilt slowly. Louis moved back, brewing my morning coffee just right, listening without interruption. He respected my space, my stories. The betrayal had silenced me for years, made invisible in my own home. No more. I launched Dolores' Wisdom, a TV show advising abused elders on reclaiming power. What started local exploded. Tips on spotting financial scams, emotional manipulation, legal rights. My foundation followed, shielding thousands from elder abuse, theft, isolation, fraud. Calls flooded in. Widows exposing caregiver thefts, families reuniting stolen heirlooms. Women regained dignity, voices amplified. One viewer stopped a $500,000 art heist mid-plan. From prison, Cynthia called once, sobbing. I envied you, Dolores. Your house, respect, family. Humiliating you gave me power. It started small, petty thefts, then addiction took over. Pity flickered. She destroyed her life, her child's future, for greed. But forgiveness? Not yet. I hung up and moved on. A year later, the show went global, syndicated in 20 countries. Louis met Nicole. Kind, respectful, inclusive. She pulled me aside early. How do I avoid becoming like Cynthia? I advised. Honor his history, communicate directly, never undermine the matriarch. Their wedding bloomed in my garden, roses I'd planted decades ago. I walked Louis down the aisle, matriarch restored. Anonymous donations poured into the foundation. We saved families from ruins like mine. Cynthia's appeal failed, 12 years stood. She served them all. My revenge? Not bitterness. Rebuilding stronger. I found my voice, ignited purpose. From invisible elder to global inspiration, I sparked change. The sweetest victory. Thriving beyond her destruction. Proving resilience outshines ruin.